Hi, my name is Holly. I'm a counselor for the social work program, and I have a young lady here. Her name is Hannah. She's 13 years old, and we're about to do the CANS assessment and build some rapport. Okay, Hannah, do you get along well with your family?
Yes, I do. It just depends if we argue about things, like whether I'm right or they're right or stuff like that.
What do you do normally? What is asked of you?
It depends what it is and how tired I am.
Okay, how do you feel about your living situation at home?
I feel great. I love where I am and I love my family and I love the town that we moved to.
Awesome. How do you feel about your grades in school, and how are you doing in school?
I feel great about my grades because in my old school I really didn't understand what they were trying to teach me, and now I'm making A's and B's and I feel a lot better and I understand what they're saying to me now.
Awesome. So, still in school, do you have a lot of friends or just a few good friends, and how close are you with those friends?
I have both. I have a few good friends that I always hang out with, but I'm friends with everybody else. I have a few good friends, like best friends, and the others are just friends.
Okay, so acquaintances, the people that you know, that you just say hi,
Yeah.
I pass them in this hallway and just like, hey. So you would say that you have positive relationships at school. So
Yes.
they're good for you, and they're positive towards your
Yes.
life. They're not hindering, and they don't keep you from learning, and they don't keep you from. Okay. Do you play any sports, or do you plan on trying out for any sports in
I
the next
plan
coming up?
on trying out for volleyball because when I got to 8th grade here, we used to play volleyball and we're still doing it, and I figured out that I really love it and I want to try out for it when I go to high school.
Awesome. Is there any other recreational activities you enjoy?
It depends. I like football, but I can't play it because I'm a girl.
That's not true. You can play football because you're
It's an only
not
guys
because.
team.
Oh well, you need to try out anyways. You can't. They can't tell you no. Do you feel like that you have trouble learning and understanding things?
Not now. At my old school I used to, but now I understand everything that they're saying to me, and if I don't understand something, they'll explain it in a different way to where I can understand it.
That's awesome. So that goes back to your grades are good now. Okay. I think that you have great communication skills from what I already see. What do you think about your communication skills?
I think I have good communication skills. I can tell people when something's wrong or something like that. It just varies.
So when it comes to boy problems, are you very easily communication with the ones around you, or do you just talk to your friends at school about it?
Yes, I will tell y'all and stuff like that if I don't already tell them to leave me alone within the first 5 minutes.
Okay. When it comes to decision making, how do you feel about making decisions? Do you think about the consequences first, or do you make impulse decisions?
I'll make both, but I try to make long-run decisions to see how it'll affect my life, because a small decision can affect a huge part of your life and how you live it.
It can. And if you do make impulse decisions, do you regret those decisions, or even if you do regret them, do you make the best out of what came from the decision?
If I do regret them, I try to make the best out of them because you can't go back and change that. So you just have to try to make the best of what you have.
Okay, Hannah. This probably doesn't apply to you, but I'm gonna ask it anyways. But in a future question, when it comes to work, what do you think you'll be? A team player, or do you think that you'll be a loner? you think you'll learn fast? And what kind of job do you want to do?
I want to be a veterinarian because I've always loved animals and always loved taking care of animals and being with animals. So I want to do that to see if I can help save as many as possible. And I am not much of a team player. I love being with people, but not on a team because I like doing it my way and the way I want it done. And if someone don't do it my way, I can't work with them.
Yeah, but are you open to ideas? Because
Yes,
sometimes
I'm open to
I know
ideas.
myself,
but
I'm not always right. Most of the time, but I'm not always right. So, are you open to other people's opinions when it comes to that?
yes, I am. But if I know, then it's staying with me. Because if I know something, then it's staying with me.
Okay. Have you ever been in trouble besides being in trouble, grounded, etc. at home
No.
legally?
No, I've never been in trouble legally.
Okay. Do you feel like you're healthy?
Yes.
Like, how many times in the last, say, year have you been to the doctor?
I've only been like once or twice, and those were both checkups. I haven't been sick in a long while.
Okay, that's always good. How many, or is there anything wrong with you physically that keeps you from doing activities that require someone having good physical health? Example, asthma or hearing, or even say color blindness that may hinder you from doing something physically.
No, I have no physical problems.
So you never, say, when you broke your foot, because you were telling me about it earlier, when you broke your foot, that doesn't hinder you from doing anything now?
Mm-mm. Even though when I broke my foot, they tried to sit me down on the bench and I would still go. Like, they couldn't stop me.
So you have that drive also.
Yes.
All right. So how do you define yourself as a person sexually? How do you categorize yourself?
I'm straight.
Are you sexually active?
No.
Do you feel well rested every morning? Like, how many hours of sleep do you get a night? And, what is your bedtime and what time do you get up?
I get up at 4 or 5 in the morning. I get about 5-6 hours of sleep, and I have to go all day, and then I come home, and then my bedtime's about 9. And sometimes if I'm really tired, I'll go to bed at
9,
8.
10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you get 7 to 8 hours of sleep at night, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, but do you sleep good? Do you ever have nightmares?
No.
Do you have your own room?
Yes.
Excuse me. Let's see. Do you have regular conversations with your family? Like good relationships, and are you happy at home?
Yes. I'm
So-
very happy at home, and we talk all the time. I come home from school, and they'll ask me questions about how my day went and everything like that, and we'll just sit down and talk.
That's great. Like great communication skills with your family, great conversations. So y'all have a family night or a game night or anything, or you just
No, we don't have game nights or anything like that. Because I live with old people, and they don't like doing stuff like that.
Just because they're old doesn't mean that they don't like doing it. Maybe you could try suggesting that they have a game night, or one night a week. You get out some board games or cards and play. That could build more family oriented things around your household. Do you and your friends get into any trouble at school? Do you feel like your friendships are good and healthy, or do you feel like your friends could be,
No, me and my friends never get in trouble at school for anything. We're kind of the good kids.
Kinda? What do you mean? Explain to me, what do you mean kinda?
We're not like the perfect little angels, but we're not like really, really bad.
So when you say like perfect little angels, do you talk about people? Do you bully people, or do people bully y'all?
No.
Okay. And how do you look at life as a whole? Do you think you're going to succeed, and do you think that you'll make a good life for yourself? And what are some positive things in your life?
I try to succeed. I don't know if I'm going to, but I'm really going to try because I want to become something better than most people become.
So when you say you're going to try, is that try your best, or you're going to give it everything that you have?
I'm going to give it my all.
Well, I believe in you, and I believe that you can succeed, and I believe that you can do anything that you set your mind to. We are going to wrap this up. We want to thank you, Hannah, for giving us your time and answering some of these questions. I know that some of them were a little personal, but we're friends, and you can talk to me anytime. And I just want to thank you again for taking time out and answering these questions for me.